Yo, it's the Good Life Podcast, the Kickback. It's your boy, Good Life, brother, coming back to y'all again, man. It's been a couple weeks. We took a little break. I'm gonna have some more information for y'all. We got picked up by an internet radio station, so we're gonna be fucking with that all year. It's gonna be crazy, man. Make sure y'all tap in, make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all know where we at on Facebook, Good Life Podcast, the Kickback, on Instagram, a Good Kickback. I got a very, very special guest, a very, very close brother, close friend of mine. Big Zach Morris, Big Kenny G in the building. What's good, my guy?
What's poppin', fam?
No, not too much, man. It's been a smooth Sunday for real. I can't complain.
It's been actually me, man. No cap.
Word?
Yeah.
We gonna get it. We gonna get into that. Tell them where they can find you at on social media.
So on social media, on Facebook, I randomly got 2 pages. So on Facebook, it's Kenny Lee, Kenny, last name Lee. It should be a picture when I got on a brown coat. On Instagram, you can find me at Life of Coach Kenny, spelled just normal. And on Facebook, on Twitter, I think I'm on Twitter at It's Handsome J. I gotta change that. I don't know why I still that. Other than that, yeah, that's all my socials. I'm pretty much on everyone. I'm active on every last one of my social media accounts. That's pretty much what I do to keep, to get through the days when I'm at work bored. So
yeah, it's a beautiful way to stay connected too. I think sometimes we don't realize how easy it is just to reach out to homie I ain't seen from middle school, you know what I mean, and just check on them, see their kids, see how people doing.
Yeah, for sure. I done tell my dad to get a damn Facebook. Everybody him got the same name, so people be hitting me up like, "Hey, I thought this was your dad." I'm like, man, he don't mess with me. I've been telling him for years to get a social media so he can, reconnect with some of his homies from high school and stuff like that. But he's like, nah, I don't do that Facebook stuff, all that. So it is what it is.
I know how that goes, man. Technology is a lot. So you also, speaking of all the social media, the phones, you the phone plug in the city, man. How can people get signed up, or how does that work?
So, for about, I'd say for 6 years, I was the phone everybody. For everybody I did. I worked, I was like the #1 manager at Verizon for a couple of years. At a small location. Then I switched over to Sprint. I was booming at Sprint for the longest. I won major awards with both companies. So yeah, I was the plug, but now, I worked my way up, and now I work on the national business side for AT&T. So if you have a business, if you have an LLC, if you're looking, even if you have a personal account, which, if you own a business, you can always switch over to AT&T. I can definitely hook you up with the deals. I do a lot. I've been working with a lot of people from Columbus lately. Ever since I posted that post last week about I couldn't get into the Columbus Black Owned page for whatever reason. Like, they wasn't accepting my post. And I heard who's behind that page. So I might have some words with him. But yeah, man, if you got an LLC, tap in with me. I definitely can take care of your needs. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, one thing I've learned about this, and I tell everybody every day, is about 90% of my clients, their personal account is under their LLC. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people use business lines for sure. They get them for their employees or whatever the case may be. But 90% of my clients or my customers have their personal account. It's mom, dad, daughter, son, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Grandma, everybody's under the business account. It's a tax write-off. You know what I'm saying? So I do a lot to help people when I can. You know what I'm saying? It's a great way to build business credit. There's a million people who hit me up every day that say, hey, I got an LLC, but you can have an LLC, but what have you actually done under your business? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a good way to establish credit as long as you're paying your bill. Obviously that gets reported to your credit bureau. And I've learned more in the last 6 or 7 months being with the company than, about businesses. Like, this girl told me about, business getting gas cards and stuff like that. Like, if us as Black people are going to try to take over and do, the business side, we got to start actually putting our foot on the gas, like,
absolutely.
When it comes to everything, like, yeah, you can have an LLC, you can sell snow cones, you can do whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if you're not establishing that business credit to get yourself to where you want to be, it really ain't really, matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and that's the next step that I'm going to take. We'll get into that, once we start talking about the event, but that's the next step I'm gonna take. Like I got the LLC, I got the EIN, I got all that, but I want to start taking it to the next level to the point where we selling out arenas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
this event has the potential to do that. And one of my main visions, you know what? I don't want to get into that.
Yeah,
I'll talk
because
about
we talking now. We can go in and out. We talking about the Easter Classic. I think we won it 2019. Team Good Life Ohio. Make sure that's stamped. That's on wax now. I am going to get back in it. I can't say this year, but we getting back in it, bro. I want to be that consistent team, that contender. You dig? Teams want to try to beat us. We trying to beat y'all. Like that was fun, bro.
Gooch had the nerve to text me the other day and say, how many Easter classes have I won? I wrote back and said, bro, I don't know. Like I don't got. I'm not talking to you about how many championships you have, Gooch. I'm focused on winning this year.
So what was, because the Easter is such a fire concept that we got going on in Columbus, Ohio. What year is it for y'all now?
This is year number 8.
Okay. So what was the inspiration? Give us some insight on, you know what I mean?
So to be honest, man, this really started as, you know, there's a lot of people that have came and gone with the event. This really started as a toy, as like a back to school drive.
Okay.
It was like years ago. Me and a couple other homies, we did a back to school event, and the basketball game went so like everybody was so excited about the basketball game. It was like, well, won't y'all do one for Christmas? And I'm like, nah, that's kind of too soon. And then it got to the point where they was like, all right, well, why don't you do one for Easter? And I'm like, oh, okay, you know, we could do that. So the following year after that, we did it for Easter. And then, like I said, you know, people have came and gone. It kind of just stuck. You know, me and Des just kind of stuck with it. And then, you know, we built our own staff. We brought on Lonnie. Shout out to Ladies Love Lonnie, who's one, you know, the number 1 host in the Midwest. Little bro definitely does his thing, and we appreciate. We appreciate the flavor that he brings. You know what I'm saying? Like his energy, his ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always appreciated. We have people who work with us literally for nothing. Like it's not like they don't want any accolades. They don't want any money.
They just want to make sure the show go on.
Yeah, they just want to make sure that they're a part of something special. And like I said, the inspiration for it, for me, I don't know if a lot of people remember, but I think this was like 2009. It was in 2009 or 10. I remember it was like my freshman year, my summer coming home from college. And I remember Bow Wow and Nelly threw a basketball game here in the city. It was mind blowing, bro, because they sold out in the arena, obviously, because it's Bow Wow and Nelly. But I'm thinking in my head, like, bro, like you know what I'm saying? I done played basketball here. You know what I'm saying? I did my time for the city. And then, you know, now that it's like, I can really do this. You know what I'm saying? Like I can really bring this type of event to the city. And like the way that I portray it is, you know, this is our own all-star game. You know what I'm saying? There's not too many people who play in the Easter Classic who are not from Columbus. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a way for Columbus people to showcase, whether you 18 or whether you 42. You know what I'm saying? You showcasing your talents for your city. And it's bragging rights. Like you be surprised, bro, like how many times I've been out and people who I might not even really know like that, just probably on a basketball tip, like, oh yeah, I'm definitely playing in the Classic next year, or I can't wait to get in the Classic for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like I done been walking in the gyms and people got my t-shirts on. You know what I'm saying? Like my brand is on my leg now. You know what I'm saying? So this is very something that you know, I take very serious. I want to definitely pass this down to my kids, and you know, and pass this down to his kids and Lonnie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I definitely got shout out Sarah, Skip, Shawnee. This is her first year on the event, and it's like, man, like this year is gonna be. I feel like this year is just gonna be insane because you know there ain't really no COVID restrictions. You know what I'm saying?
We outside.
We really outside this year. You know what I'm saying? We got, and the craziest thing is like, I think Dez was the one that came up with like the Easter egg hunt part of it.
Okay.
And it's like, bro, you'd be surprised, dog. Like, you know, seeing 40 to 50 kids or maybe even 100 kids just lining up in the field. And then we do the countdown. and we just let them go. And they just
Mm-hmm.
they run around, they're screaming, they picking up eggs. They got eggs, they got candy, their favorite candy, their money in it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's all types of stuff that we do, and it's at the end of the day, it makes it all worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't care if I walked into an Easter Classic and made $10. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Or you know what I'm saying, or $1,000. I don't really care about the money at the end of the day. It's about the fact that we're leaving a mark on this city, and
Absolutely.
it's only gonna get better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's only gonna continue to grow. We've grown every single year, even when we started adding the vendors. Typically the vendors are usually Black owned, which is great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I tell every from the first vendor meet that we ever had, the first thing I ever said to these people was, yeah, you're paying for a table for sure, but I want you to use my platform to branch yourself out. Even if
Mm-hmm.
you don't sell nothing at the Easter Classic, like you're putting your brand on the line. You're showing people who you are and what you do and what you're made of. And and honestly, no matter what the fee is, it shouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? If you truly stand behind your brand, you know what I'm saying, then it doesn't matter what the fee is for a table, whatever the case may be. And we've never had, I think we've done vendors for the last 3 years. We've never had not one person say, oh, that's too much, or I
Mm-hmm.
can't do that. Like people be excited. Like I had a lady call me Friday, bro. She doesn't even sell anything. She doesn't sell anything. She does a camp for young women who between the ages of 10 to 15.
Mm-hmm.
And he just was like, hey, I've heard about this event. I know there's gonna be a lot of kids there. I just want to come. What's the fee? I just want to come set up a table so we can try to get some kids to join our camp. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when she was telling me about the idea and what the camp is about and what it stands for, I was like, that's dope. And then on top of that, this year I added a Black owned realtor, one of my closest friends. Somebody I met in 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? He's great at what he does in his field. And I think it was dope to have him pull up and get a table. He ain't selling nothing, you know what I'm saying? But he's getting a table to allow people to come up and ask questions about home buying. Like that's big for Black people, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I always hear people like, man, I gotta save up. I gotta get a home. I gotta get a house for my family, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, if you talk to him, he'll tell you like, bro, you don't even need that much money. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times we're not educated on the stuff that we need to know about. So having people like that, who want to be a part of this event, it's mind blowing, bro. Like it's surreal to me because like I tell people all the time when I post flyers, I only bother y'all for one time a year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know how it be, bro. We used to be in the club. We was in the club 2 to 3 times a week. We posting 2 or 3 flyers a week.
Absolutely.
We bothering people. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, come out. You know what I'm saying? But like to the point where we really like, nah, we're gonna do this one time a year. You know what I'm saying? You might catch us somewhere else randomly, but we focus on, a lot of other different venues. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm cool with doing this thing one time a year. And you know how it was, bro. We used to be in the club so much, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I really don't even know how people still do it, bro. Like,
it's exhausting thinking about it.
I see it on my timeline. Hey, I'm not hating on nobody who does it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
same my speed though.
Yeah, it just ain't me, bro. It just ain't me. So having something like this, and I know it's tough, bro. It's Easter Sunday. My mom hated me for years about this, bro, because she like, it's Easter Sunday. The family's always getting together and blah, blah, blah. But like, I think what it was is my mom seen, how big this tournament really is and what it means to me. And she understands, like, I'll be over later on to get my plate for sure. But like, I'm in the gym on Easter Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people for the last 8 years, bro, a lot of people have, like, I know a lot of people who have came every single year who even if they come right after church, they'll come in with their suit on, they dress on high heels. Like, we really take over Easter Sunday, and it's amazing to see. You feel me? So, for the people who are wondering, it's definitely April 17th. The Easter egg hunt is gonna start at 1:30 for the kids. The first game, we have 4 teams competing for $1,500 cash, competing for trophies, pride, bragging rights. It's gonna be a lot of shit talking. It's gonna be a lot of buckets, crossovers, whatever. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of highlights. I'm glad y'all not in it this year because you feel me.
Had
That
a
was
little squad too. They couldn't make it.
y'all team was solid, bro. Y'all team was
Yeah.
solid. You know what I'm saying? This year is gonna be fun, man. Like I haven't won it. I've only won it personally one time out of 8 years. So I'm looking
That's
to make
good
it two.
for the brand, though. I think.
Yeah, it is. I don't ever want nobody. Like I always tell my team, like, hey, I'm gonna look at these 4 teams. We're gonna take the hardest game in the first game because I don't want people to.
I
I'm
feel
bringing or whatever the case may be, and I tell my guys like, just play hard. Let's get through this game, and we play in the championship. You know what I'm saying? So I always take on that challenge to play at least the second, maybe first hardest team first, just so people don't think that I'm rigging the tournament because it's mine. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't like that.
And it didn't feel like that year. I think I've been twice, 2 or 3 years I've been in. And every time, bro, when I walk in, like the first thing I think is it's like hip hop. Like this is like what the 90s was when they was on the corner and on the stoop. Like I seen people from all side of towns, people I ain't even think like each other. Everybody in this space and it's safe and it's comfortable. People buying each other's goods. It's crazy.
That's the crazy. Like people, like don't get me wrong. I always want to have security at the event. Don't get me wrong. I always do. But you know, security costs a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I've always told people like, bro, we ain't ever had no problems. You know what I'm saying? Knock on wood. I don't never want.
I don't think it will be because the city believe in what you're doing too. You know what I mean? When your name when you get that legacy, people protect it.
Yeah, and it's a family event. You know what I'm saying? It's kids running around. It's you know what I'm saying? It's so much stuff going on. Like we just focus on one goal. Like, you know, and then I pray before every game. I calm that down. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole rah before the game. We're gonna walk to the middle. We're gonna mix it up. I'm gonna put half of the team on one side, other half on the other side. We're gonna mix it up. We're gonna talk to each other. We're gonna pray. We're gonna ask God for no injuries. We're gonna ask God for safe. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I eliminate all that, bro. I want to make sure that this is a fun event. This is Columbus's own for the 614. This is our All-Star weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what we're doing. This is our celebrity game. Whether you known or not, bro, you are now a celebrity, bro. You played in the Easter Classic, and that's how I wanted to feel. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to feel like that. You are now a celebrity, bro. Whether you was 11 in high school or not, you just put on a classic jersey, bro. You are literally a celebrity now, and that's how I look at it.
And I think too, it's nostalgic. I remember those weekends at the rec, Howard Rec, Northeast Rec. That's where I grew up. Easter, they had an Easter thing come in, and it's some of the best cats in the city. You know what I mean? When we was younger, we looked up to these cats. They had cats like Jay Murph and Spider, like they having dunk contests at this. So when you was doing, as soon as you created it, I felt like the city just it felt like, man, like this feels like home. Like this feels like what we should be doing. We should be coming out, showing each other how to carry ourselves, showing each other how to represent. Like the main thing you was talking about is representation. And that's huge, bro.
It's just Black excellence, bro. And to be always one, the same people that run the Howard Recreation All-Star games that same weekend, because they do theirs on Saturday.
Okay.
Mr. Crockett and Mr. Taylor. The OGs, bro. They pulled up to, I want to say we had it one year at Dodge. I let them sit front row, and I basically let them critique the whole event. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they gave me their blessing. Mr. Taylor was like, bro, this is dope. Like this is lit. Like you got 4 good teams. It's an AAU field because you got to win 2 games, and that's tough for niggas our age.
Especially same day.
Because, bro, niggas be asking me all the time, like, yeah, I hoop. But niggas be like, you played in the class? Like, nah. It ain't.
I think, like, too, they see the talent, man.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. I could play if I wanted to. But it's like, I don't want that. I don't want that wreck. I don't want that smoke. That's why I put a little video up the other day, like, no disrespect to none of y'all in the city. But I think some of y'all got to realize, like, the classic is real wreck, nigga. Like, this ain't no... Yeah. Like, this ain't no just Smo Joes that's pulling up. Like
this ain't just Nelson or Mock.
Right. This
ain't the real ball player.
Right. Like this, like it's real life. Niggas are really pick and roll you to death and put you on an island until you stop them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what it is. So, and I love it, bro. I love it. I love it. Even if I lose, bro, like I never, you know what I'm saying? Like I never get mad. I'm never like upset. It's like yeah, I lost, but bro, we just put on a great event. You know what I'm saying? And this year we took it one step further. Like, you know, normally we always have something going on in between the last game and the championship game to give the players a break before they compete for the money. So, you know, normally we've always had the DJs versus promoters game, and it was funny to watch that for a couple of years.
I was gonna ask about that too. I remember that.
It was funny, especially last year. Last year was insane. It was just like
it's hilarious too because they be online talking like they can hoop. I love seeing them go out there.
It'd be like maybe one or two of them that actually can go, but the rest of them is just like, yeah, bro, get your ass back to spinning records, bro, because this ain't what we're supposed to be doing.
The Globetrotters and the Generals.
But we took it one step further this year, bro. Like, you know, with me coaching high school basketball this year, I met a lot of kids, you know, and I looked at it like, okay, there's some kids who might go to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some kids who might go to the next level next year, and then there's some kids who might be looking for a college home. You know what I'm saying? Like, that still haven't got a scholarship. So what I want to do is I want to give them a chance to play in their city on my platform one last time before time for them to go to school. And I got some college coaches pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a couple of JUCOs. I got a couple of D2s that's coming to the game. They're coming to see some of these.
Crazy, bro.
You feel me? I got a couple of unsigned. There's a couple of unsigned seniors playing in this game, and you know, having them unsigned. That's what I'm saying. Like, people don't understand. Like, this is bigger than me, bro. Like, it's bigger than anybody that's a part of the staff. Like, there's coaches coming to this high school game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the city versus OCC, but there's a lot of unsigned seniors in this game. And I want to give them
one my favorite All-Star game too as a senior. City versus OCC. You know,
as good as my senior year, bro, I didn't get invited to that game. You know what I'm saying? So I always had to my shoulder about that. You know, I said, this is not about me no more.
I do your own.
Yeah, I'm about to give 20 men. Some of them are already signed to their schools or their respective places or whatever. But I'm about to give 20 young men an opportunity to play on my platform in front of coaches one last time. You feel me? So having that high school game, you know what I'm saying? It's literally just taking the tournament to the next level.
That's so crazy. So before we even dive too deep into that, tell them where you coaching at, how y'all did.
So this year, last year I was a volunteer over at Afrocentric. And last year we actually won the city last year. But on the last day of the season, one of our players ended up contracted COVID, and they shut us down. So we were actually supposed to play in the city championship on that Saturday. We got shut down on that Thursday. So 2 days before the city championship. So then, you know, this year now I'm fully on the staff. This year I coached the freshman team, so I was a head coach on freshman. Appreciate that. My freshman team, we only lost one game. We went 14-1.
Hey, turn up.
Hey, keep it one though. We lost the first game of the year and didn't lose after that.
Nice.
So, you know, that was a big experience for me. And then, you know, I'm an assistant with JV, assistant with varsity. Like, one thing I love about Coach Bates, bro, is that we all do everything together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's the head coach, but at the end of the day, he brought us in. It's a family environment, and we do everything together collectively. This year, we ain't had the season that, you know, we had the season that we wanted. We got all the way to the state Final Four. And you know, so stuff went wrong.
I seen that game. I ain't gonna talk to politics, but yeah, I
can't really speak on that.
Yeah.
But
if you seen that, if you know, you know.
Yeah, trust me. But we had people to us the whole, because, you know, we stay down there, so we have people walking up to us the whole weekend like, hey man, you guys definitely should have won that game. And it's like, yeah, we definitely should have won the game, but, you know, next year, you know, we got a taste of what it feels like to get there.
Yeah.
And you know, for the people who don't know, we have one of the best players in the state on our team. He's coming back next year, so it's like, we add him back in with everything else that we have coming back. You know, we have a good freshman class. We got some other players who are going to step up and fill different shoes. We losing Dan. You know, that hurts losing Dan.
He's a dog, man.
Dog, bro. Flat out GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I tell him all the time, bro, you the GOAT. Like, you really have put Afrocentric on the map. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's all state in 3 sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has the most wins in Afrocentric playoff football history, 1,000-point scorer in basketball, state champion in track. Dog. Like bro's a savage. You feel me? So
shout out to his dad, Woo, man. It's so important having
bro.
that black father representation, man.
I
And
tell
he
Woo all
was
the
the
time,
beast
bro.
at East. I remember Woo. Whew.
I tell Woo all the time, bro. Like when it comes to being a father, I look up to Woo a lot, bro, because he has a great relationship with all his kids. And then it's like you get to sit back and just watch your kids excel at what you put into them and what you instilled in them. And so it's like that's another reason why I coach basketball, because now I have the option. I can take my son to practice every single day. He can sit on the bench and watch every single game. And it's like, it's paid off, bro. Like the other day, I'm watching an NBA game with Don, and he's like, rebound, like out of the blue. And I'm just thinking in my head,
You bum.
bro, okay, he's starting to get it.
He
Like,
in it.
and I didn't say nothing to him, and I never want to force it on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he loves it, then I want him to do it. Whatever he wants to do, I'm always support it 1,000%. But when he just screamed out like rebound, I'm like, whoa, like my son said that at 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a great feeling, bro, just to see and know that, you know, there's a possibility that I might get a chance to coach my son. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's dope. And even if I don't get the chance, you know what I'm saying, I'm still gonna be a dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still gonna be there and let his coach have him. You know what I'm saying? I gotta trust his coach wherever he goes if he don't play for me. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, there's a possibility that I might be able to coach my son one day.
And any team would benefit from just you being at the game. I had to realize that too. I've coached my son in 5th grade and 4th grade, but I had to realize, like, because I stepped away from coaching. I'm better as a fan. So I just being there in that pressure. What'd you say?
I thought I was too. I thought I was better as a fan. I will say this though, the funniest thing I ever thought about this year coaching was yelling at players about playing defense, because I know damn well I didn't play not one lick of defense nor college. So it was like I'm yelling at my players, slide your feet and stand up and take a charge. Like, knowing damn well I'm never doing that, bro.
It's easy to get on your high horse as a coach, man. It's real easy to get up there.
It is, bro. But it's so full circle, dog. Like, that's what people don't understand. The relationship that I've built with my kids, bro, like, they know, like, sometimes it get me in trouble because I'm so close with them. You know what I'm saying? When it's actually time to coach, they looking at me like, bro, you big bro. You feel me? Like, but it's like, nah, I'm coach.
Tell a joke.
Yeah. And it's
but I think it's giving them life skills too. That's real important. I used to feel that with my kids, and I used to tell them, like, I'm going to help you with school, with home, with your mom, with girls. Like, it ain't just basketball. Like,
right.
All of these things can help you out, and it'll help you in basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's going to help you be a man, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the one thing I keep trying to stress to them is, like, bro, you cannot get time back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, once it's just over, bro, it's over. And I think, like, you know, with Dan, you know, when me being so close with Woo, you know what I'm saying? Like, Dan is like my son too. You feel me? Like, and Woo always say that, like, that's your second son. Like Dan is like my son, bro. Like, anytime, like, he know it can be anything, bro. He know he could call me at any moment, at any time. I don't care if it's just, hey, bro, I need $4 to get a 4 for 4. I don't care what it is. He know. He know it's, or I'm sending it to you on Cash App. Like, he know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the relationship that I built with a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know Coach Kenny got them regardless. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm mad at you that day because I heard you got caught in class doing something, or I heard your grades, they know what it is. At the end of the day, I got them regardless. So, and that's why, and that's one other thing real quick. That's one other reason why I don't coach in the OCC. Everybody knows I'm Mr. 256. I'm going to claim 256 forever, 256 Crips, whatever you want to call it. But I grew up, you know, I will say that I grew up with a silver spoon in my mouth, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was very fortunate. You know what I'm saying? Like, my grandpa came from money, so I lived with my grandpa in high school. So I got an allowance, and so I was pulling up drive-ins and stuff like that. Like, so me coaching in the city means a lot more to me, bro. Like, when I won a city championship, it meant more to me probably than it did to my kids, bro. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm dealing with a lot of kids who are less fortunate than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm dealing with a lot of kids who got to get out of the car and look both ways. And and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is different for me, but it means a lot more to help these inner city Black kids who don't have what I have, bro. They didn't live in an 8-bedroom house in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't have that. So this means a lot more to me than anything, bro. It's like I said, I'm gonna continue to say this. It's bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only thing I really can't do is I can't really force religion on them. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, obviously that's against policies and stuff like that. Like, they know I go to church. You know what I'm saying? They make a little jokes all the time. Coach Kenny playing the drums, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah. And the one thing that they always tell me stupid stuff like, oh, he a scammer. He got all the shoes. Like, nah, bro. And I tell them, I work hard, bro. I work very hard. Trust God. I keep God first. And, you know, that's why I'm able to live the way I want to live. And I buy shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of my main things. And they understand that. So I just try to be an example, whether they call me fat or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, they troll me
Kids
daily
is
basis.
kids, man. Kids is kids.
They troll me every day. But at the same time, at the end of the day, it's literally bigger than everything.
Yeah. And you're teaching them the ultimate lesson that no matter, you know, where we come from respectfully, we the same. Me coming from this side of the track, you coming from that side of the track don't change us. And that's what they be needing to learn. Because they think life is like, nah, when you get established and you start living the way you want to live, you still gonna have problems. You still gonna have bad days. You still gonna have things that don't go your way. You know what I mean? Life doesn't just magically get better. You're getting better. So for them to see that, them to learn that, like them life skills, these is lessons where I loved my coaches when I was younger. I loved AAU just to be on the road with the guys and kicking it and clowning. But we also hooping.
Away from the fam. And that's why I tell them, like, a lot of times, I tell them all the time too, like, in high school, yeah, I have respect for my high school coach for sure. I have respect for him. But now when I look back on our relationship, bro, I love that nigga, bro. You feel me? Like, it's a father-son relationship. A lot of times coaches, because especially when you get to college, bro, like, sometimes, you know, your mom and dad ain't around, you feel me? So you gotta go talk to somebody. You feel me? And it's like, even though your coach might cuss you out on a daily basis in practice, like, at the end of the day, he here to help. You feel
Them
me?
the ones that I didn't like a coach that didn't yell at us and didn't say, because I'm used to those drill sergeant coaches, like they over your back while you doing push-ups, but I had the closest relationships with them because they pushed me. You know what I mean? They made sure I made my.
They made it who we are today, bro. At the end of the day, it shaped, molded us for the men we are, for the fathers we are, for the friends we are. You know what I'm saying? For the cousins we are, whatever it is, like, it shaped us for everything that we're doing today.
I agree 100% with that, bro. All right, anything you want to leave the people with? Any words?
I know. Me and you talked about doing a project with Black fathers, and I definitely still want to get on that.
Okay.
And the main reason why I want to do that is because I went through it. I know you've went through it. A lot of times,
peers.
Yeah, a lot of our peers, bro. I mean, I can't even tell you how many Facebook statuses I've seen where I just seen a dad simply say, "I want to see my son,"
or I want to. Hard. I ain't gonna cap. I don't.
It bothers me. It bothers me because at the end of the day, bro, if you made a kid with someone and you guys collectively decided that you're not going to be together, just figure it out, dog. You feel me?
The kid.
At the end of the day, bro, just figure it out. And like, one thing I will say is this: me and my son's mom didn't start off like we started off cool. Everything was good, you know. And then the relationship took a sour turn. You know, everybody knows the whole situation about it. I don't want to get into that, but I remember people telling me, like, it'll get better. It'll get better. Just keep, you know, just doing this and doing that. Like, yeah, we had to go to court and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's our relationship has gotten so much better. And I remember one point during the season, I think it was during the playoffs. We had won the district championship, and she had texted me. I guess she must have watched the game or whatever, or she seen the highlights or something. And she had texted me about it. And I told her that I didn't even, she texted me and said, "Congratulations, coach, blah, blah, blah." And I wrote back on a total different page, bro. I wrote back and said, "Listen, I want to thank you for understanding the grind of me being a coach. All those nights where you had to drop son off at the school because I was already in practice, and understand this. I was like, because 2 years ago, we probably wouldn't have agreed on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been, well, no, I dropped him off for you at home and blah, blah, blah. Like now it's to the point where it's like, okay, what time is practice? Oh, y'all got practice at 6? Okay, I'll be there by 6:15 or whatever the case may be. And it's like, I had to tell her, I had to come at her in a different light. And I just want to tell people out there, if you listen, if you got those type of problems with your baby mom or your baby dad or whatever the case may be, just keep going. It's going to get better at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at the end of the day, put yourself to the side. It's about the kids, bro. It's about the kids, bro. Like we have lawyers and stuff like that, but we don't want to keep giving these people all our money when we could just sit out on the street. You feel me?
They don't even care.
Yeah, and some of them do. You know, I know my.
Yeah, mine too. But I've met a lot that don't, and I see a lot of guys who's looking for that. So that's why we definitely gonna get that going. My brother was
and the thing is, like, if people will realize that it's literally only like $100 to just get your rights as a father.
Yeah.
Like, and I be seeing so many niggas I know, bro, I know you got $100. Like, I know you do. You feel me? So it's like, bro, just ask questions. But once we put that platform out there, bro, where we can actually sit down and have these meetings, because black men in general need to have somebody that they can talk to. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, we might not always, show our pain on our sleeve or whatever the case may be, but black men struggle, bro. Like, and I want to have those support groups. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got the location already. The location's locked in. It's just all about whenever you want to do it, whenever you want to come together, and let's get it going. Like, the location is locked, literally.
All right.
So
talk to you about that for sure.
Yeah, let's definitely try to launch that, man. Probably like, even if we do it like, in the summer, you know what I'm saying? Let's get these men to the location. Let's talk. We get some hot dogs, some pizza or something, and let's just sit down and have like an hour or two where we just talk and learn how to, come up with different ways to be, to be better men, to be better fathers, to be better brothers, friends, whatever the case may be. I just want to make sure that we use that platform to help these people. You feel me? I'm just tired of seeing it. I see it every day, and I'm just tired of seeing it. So, and I know that I discussed that, and that's something I'm telling you right now in front of everybody. Like, that's something that I definitely want to move forward with for sure.
All right, gonna get it on the books. Tell them where they can find you at before we get out of here.
So yeah, like I said earlier, it's Kenny Lee on Facebook, KENNYLEE. I have a brown coat on Facebook because I have 2 pages. I can't even get back another page. On Instagram is Life of Coach Kenny. Like I said, April 17th, we are at Barrett Community Center for the Easter Classic 2K22. I truly, truly hope that I see everybody in Columbus out. If you have not been to an Easter Classic event, please make this year your first year. If you haven't been, get with me. I'll get you a ticket. You feel me? I'll make sure you get in. I want people to experience this event. And this year gonna be crazy, bro. The gym is set up. We got the VIP floor seats. It's gonna be fun. You feel me? So it's definitely up. We are outside on Easter Sunday. Outside.
That's exciting, bro. All right, shit.
I appreciate you, man.